guys, it's your girl Zoe Cook here, and today is part 7 and maybe even 8 of shows and movies that should have action figures and more action figures of. Okay, for starters, producing Parker. I don't know if anyone's known this show. It's an adult cartoon show about this girl who's producing a show called The D Show, and her boss D is a bit of a mean person. She drinks, she's inappropriate. There's her hairstylist, Russell, who's a gay character. I don't mind that because those are kind of cool characters. There's also Simon. I don't think I know what he does. I think he just tries to come up with ideas for the show to make it better. And then there's Chicago, Parker's intern, who is how do I say this nicely? Kind of stupid and kind of inappropriate too. She's inappropriate. Parker's the main character who's just trying to produce the show, the D Show, and she has a talking dog named Massimo. I will try not to spoil a lot if anyone's not seen the show. I'll probably leave it in the description down below. But anyway, I think those characters are kind of funny. Every character in that show might have a good action figure. There's also Victoria. I like her. I think she's got good style. Again, I'll leave a link to the shows down below, maybe even my playlist of the episodes. Anyway, I think they might make good action figures. At least I think. We definitely need more seasons. The show got canceled. We definitely need more seasons. Anyway, now we're on to OK-Ko, Let's Be Heroes. Now, I'm sure everyone knows this. It was a Cartoon Network show about this little boy named K.O. who has friends, Rad and Edith, and he wants to be a superhero. And they fight this bad guy, Boxman, and his robot children, Raymond, Daryl, and Shannon, and Jethro, and Ernesto. Yeah. There are a lot of villains and heroes in that show, and it was pretty cool. I'm sad that it ended, but I'm happy that it ended good. I wish we got more episodes. That would have been cool. I don't know if a lot of people seen the show, but I highly recommend you go see it. It's pretty funny. Or at least look it up and watch it. It's pretty good. Anyway, those characters would make good action figures. Oh, there's also Professor Venomous and his henchman Fink. They would make good action figures too. Okay. Courage, the Cowardly Dog is next. That was like an old cartoon show with dark and scary themes about this dog who has to protect his owners, Muriel and Eustace, from evil things and evil monsters like cats, the Cajun fox, Freaky Fred, only Freaky Fred was only after Courage for his hair, Mad Dog, and a lot of enemies. He also makes a lot of good friends like Kitty and Bunny. Kitty wasn't so trusting on Courage because she didn't like dogs, because dogs like Mad Dog took Bunny, her best friend, away. She hated dogs, but she trusted Courage in the end. She changed her view on Courage and learned that not all dogs are bad. I think Kitty, Bunny, Cats, Courage, Freaky Fred, all the characters of Courage the Cowardly Dog would make pretty funny action figures and pretty cool ones. Because, who wouldn't want action figures of Courage the Cowardly Dog, am I right? Yeah. Anyway, next Cartoon Network show, Steven Universe. The one about the boy with the gem on his belly, passed down by his mother. Now, I think that show should get action figures because Steven Universe is pretty popular, I think, still. People are reacting, there are comic dubs, episodes. Steven Universe's future was kind of sad. Poor kid has been going through a lot because of his mom, Rose Quartz, Pink Diamond too, being Pink Diamond, Yeah. I don't think Pink Diamond was bad or good. I think she was in between. But I feel bad that Steven had to literally fix every damage that she made. But yeah, Steven Universe, the characters in that show and movie should definitely have their own action figures. That would be kind of cool. The diamonds, the crystal gems, all of them would be pretty cool action figures. Okay, we're gonna move on to two movies, Rock and Roll and Fern Gully. Now, I'm not knowing if anyone's seen the movie Rock and Roll. It was about these It was about this band called, I don't know what the band was called, but these characters, Angel, Omar, Dizzy, I think, and Stretch. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, they're in a band, and they were called by Mach to honestly. Mach's the bad guy, and he wants to free demons from hell with music. So it's up to the band to stop him. It's a pretty good movie. I recommend you guys look it up and find it to watch it because I think it's pretty good. And Fern Gully. Fern Gully was, well, we all know what Fern Gully was. It was about like Crystal, Pip, Batty, Zack, and this having to like save the forest from this evil villain, Hexus. Robert Williams really did a good Batty. He also does a good Genie. I'm sad that he's gone, but at least his legacy will live on through his movies and his funny moments. Anyway, Fern Gully and Rock and Roll would make absolute maybe good action figures, I think, because well, they're pretty good movies, and it would be fun to have action figures of them. Like you could like if there were action figures, you could make like a movie or play out scenes in your mind using the action figures, stuff like that. You could make like something. I don't know. I just think they would make good action figures because I love these movies. Okay, we're gonna move on to a show. I don't think this show has any action figures. Super Jail. It was an Adult Swim show about this warden who runs this place called Super Jail. With his guard, Alice, and Jareth, and Jailbot. They have to deal with a lot of crazy crap, like Future Warden. We see a brief thing of him in the Time Police. The Mistress, who runs Ultra Prison. Lord Stingray, who's an alien-like creature who wants to rule the world, I think. Or at least rule Super Jail to rule the world. They just deal with like a lot of wacky stuff, and I don't think the warden's bad or good. I think he's like neutrally chaos or neutrally good. But I think it would be funny to have action figures of those characters because, like I said, with action figures you can like make like something of your own, like your own adventures, your own. Like you could just do anything with action figures. You could make your own. You could like film on your phone and make your own like episodes, like your original ideas. You can just be creative with action figures, and I think that'd be cool. Okay, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I don't know how to say what it is to say about this show because it's like alien food monsters. Master Shake, Frylock, Meatwad. They, I think, investigate and stop evil. Or they just mess around because Shake's, like, lazy, I think. And Frylock's a bit of an inventor. And Meatwad's kind of a sweet little guy. They also have to deal with their neighbor, Carl. Who does not seem to like them. But then again, they do use his pool without permission. They really need to ask permission, you know what I mean? And yeah, they do deal with villains like the Mooninites and the Happy Dancing Doll. I don't think I remember his name. Hold on. What was his name? Let me look up the villains. I'm so sorry, you guys. I think I'm trying my best. Alright, here we go. Oh, there's the Plutonians, the Cyber Ghost of Christmas Past from the future. Me see Pete Pants. I don't know why that's in. Oh, the Moth Monster Man. That would make an action figure because he's kind of creepy. Oh, there's Paul. Paul, that big creepy thing. That would be a scary action figure. Hold on, I'm trying to look for that one doll. What's his name? Oh, Happy Time Harry. Yeah. Yeah, I think he would make a action figure because he's got like a knife for a hand. That's kind of creepy. I don't know who in the show thought that was a good idea. It was funny actually. Maybe. Oh, and the Leprechauns. Like I said, the characters from the show would maybe make some good action figures. At least I think. Okay. Invincible. Yeah, we already know there are action figures on Invincible, but I would like more action figures. Like, if anyone's seen it, it's on Amazon Prime. The characters, it's about this boy named Mark who has superpowers from his dad, Omni-Man, who isn't all he's cracked up to be. If you haven't seen it, I won't spoil it. It's on Amazon Prime. I recommend you guys watch that show. It's pretty good and gory and scary. But yeah, I would like to see more action figures of the characters. Because, like Cecil, I don't know if they're planning on doing that, but Cecil would make an action figure, and there's also Donald. And, Duplicant Paul. Paul is like, Kate's brother. Yeah, I would like to see more. I would just like to see more action figures of the Invincible characters, all of them. The bad and the good. I think I like this show, and I really would like to see more action figures of all the characters. Oh, next is My Little Pony. I love My Little Pony. My Little Pony, My Little Pony. I'm sorry, I love My Little Pony. Anyway, I would like more My Little Pony toys, like postable action figure Discord. That would be cool. Like, he could move his arms, his head, his legs, his wings. That would be cool. Plus, I'm a bit of a Fluttercore. I ship Fluttershy and Discord. I think they would be a beautiful couple, like Beauty and the Beast, or like Princess and the Frog. Stuff like that, but mostly Beauty and the Beast. And yeah. Oh, and T-Rex. I don't think we have T-Rex, who was in like, I think it was season 4? I think so. Hold on. When did T-Rex show up? Oh boy. I'm so sorry, guys. Excuse me. Yeah, this guy. This guy would make a good action figure. Or at least a posable toy. Oh, and I don't think we have King Sombra. That would be cool. Imagine him as a toy. Hold on, I'm wanting to see when T-Rex appeared in the show. I'm so sorry. Twilight's Kingdom, right. That was like in, I think, season 4. But I just want to be sure. Also, if you guys are like a Fluttercore fans, please let me know because I ship Fluttershy in Discord. Yeah, season 4. And, let's see, who else would I like to see as action figures? From the My Little Ponies. Oh, Maud's boyfriend, Mudbriar. If no one's known who that is, I'm sorry. Spoiler. I'm so sorry. Anyway, yeah. Discord, Lord Tirek, Keen Sombra. Oh, Cozy Glow. I don't think we have a posable toy of Cozy Glow. She was someone. Also, Flim and Flam. I don't think we have any posable toys of them either. And there's also the chairman, the counselor, Naysayer. I'm gonna try and, not spoil a lot. Oh, Gobble. He's the dragon. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. I'm sorry. Gobble. Yeah, I think. Garble. I think I'm saying it right. And Amber. I don't think we have any toys of the dragon characters besides Spike. I would like to see toys of the other dragons, like in G4. That would be awesome. I really just want more My Little Pony toys. I love My Little Pony, and I want it to keep living on. I want better shows and all that. I don't hate G5. I didn't hate it. I just would like to see the original characters again. Anyway, next is Looney Tunes. Now, I know everyone knows what Looney Tunes is. Looney Tunes is the funny characters. Bugs Bunny, Daffy, Duck, and Sylvester, and Tweety-Bird. Sorry, guys. The Tasmanian Devil, all of them. Also, the new character. I fully haven't seen I've seen people's reactions and clips of the movie The Day the Earth Blew Up. The invader alien from the movie looks pretty silly. I'm not gonna spoil the movie because I'm not sure everyone's seen it, but I might check it out. I might fully watch the movie when I get the chance, and I'll let you guys know what I think. But yeah, I've seen clips and stuff. This dude looks like a silly character. I wouldn't mind an action figure of him. Also, I would like more action figures of the Looney of Space Jam, like Blanco and all the other Nurlocs and their boss, plus Michael Jordan. Updated toys of Space Jam characters. Also, Loontastics Unleash. Like these guys. I wouldn't mind action figures of these guys. That'd be kind of cool. These guys look unique. Basically anything Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes, like Duck Dodgers, Looney Tunes, anything. I would just like more Looney Tune action figures because these guys are silly and wacky and I like Looney Tunes. Okay, now let's get on to part 8. Duckman. Now, I've watched some episodes of Duckman. It's about this, duck named Eric Duckman, who's, a private investigator. He has his own friend, Corn something. I'm so sorry, guys. I am so bad with names. Oh, I deleted. Or at least sometimes I'm bad at remembering names. I'm so sorry, guys. Cornfed. Yeah, Cornfed. He's a pig. And they also have their own enemy, Keen Chicken, who was played by none other Tim Curry. Yeah, that's right. Keen Chicken was voiced by Tim Curry, the best voice actor. He played Hexes, too. He also played Nigel in the Thornberry. Man, Tim Curry's awesome. I think these characters would be pretty cool action figures because they're pretty silly. And like I said, with action figures of those characters, you could do, make, your own adventures and stuff. Plus, it would just be kind of fun. I kind of want to, have more Duckman because, to be honest, they left us on a cliffhanger. I'm not going to spoil it if no one's seen it, but just know that they left us on a cliffhanger. And we definitely need more. Oh, this show definitely needs action figures of the characters, Creature Commandos, the DC show. It's about, these monsters who have to go, who is like the Suicide Squad, only different. Just monsters, basically. And they definitely need action figures of these characters. I've watched Creature Commandos on Max. You guys, if you guys have Max, please go look it up and watch it. It was so good. Super inappropriate. It's super sad. But it was still pretty good. Nina, the Bride, Weasel, G.I. Robot, Dr. The Skeleton Doctor, and Rick Flags. Their mission is to protect the princess at first, but things start getting unraveling when things happen. Also, the Frankenstein was pretty cool too. Kind of, yeah. Seriously, this show needs action figures because this show was pretty good and I cannot wait for season 2. But yeah, I very much would like action figures of this show because these characters are pretty good. I have a lot of questions for season 2. Next is Gremlins. Now, I know we already got action figures, but there's now the TV series, The Secret of the Mogwai. And I would like to have action figures of those characters from that show because there's Nugget and Sam, who's the old man. In the show, he is portrayed as the little boy because it's like a backstory. And his grandfather and his parents. There's also some cool characters who should also be action figures from the show. Hold on a minute. I am so sorry. Riley Renan? I don't know how to say his name, but this guy, I think, would be a unique action figure. He's the bad guy in the first season. He's an evil sorcerer. And Noggin is like, he used to be a bad gremlin, but in season... Well, I'm not going to spoil it. Sorry, guys, but I won't spoil anymore. This gremlin would maybe make a unique action figure. Look at him. He's like, he can talk too, by the way. A potion makes him talk, so I'm pretty sure he might be like an ancestor of the brain. That would be funny. Oh, if he shows up in the third movie, that would be cool. Like, imagine, like, him showing up in the third movie and trying to, like, help Gizmo and Billy stop other gremlins. Or try to make peace. That would be cool. Anyway, him as a gremlin action figure would be cool. Basically, all the characters from that show would be cool as action figures. And I would like more updated action figures of the gremlin characters from the movies and the show. Next is Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. I know we have action figures of maybe some of them. I don't know about Legend of Korra, but Desna and Esna, they would be pretty cool action figures. Along with an old Zuko and an old Toph, an old Katara. Tenzin, I think, too, and his kids and his wife. Korra, too, because I liked the show, Avatar: The Last Airbender and Korra. They were pretty good shows, and I can't wait to see more of Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra. Or at least, like, what Nickelodeon has planned next for anything that has anything to do with Avatar: The Last Airbender. But I would like action figures of these two shows, because, or at least updated ones, because I would like that very much. Because we can know that it's still popular, because there's a live action of Avatar: The Last Airbender. And I would just like, more action figures and updated ones. Next is, and it's the last one too, a Cartoon Network show called Craig of the Creek. I'm pretty sure people might know about this, but I'm just gonna keep this short and say it's about this boy named Craig with his friends JP and Kelsey. They go on adventures in the creek. Try to help people mark down on their map, and they deal with their own enemies like Elijah and her tea timers. Only I think it's only Elijah, because Elijah's kind of a brat. But they do have a lot of good friends and enemies. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but if you have Max, please look up Craig of the Creek. It's a pretty good show. I do recommend it. But I don't think we have action figures of them yet, and it would be cool, to have action figures of them. Because, like I said, with action figures, you can make, your own adventures and stuff like that. I think that's the reason why I made this list, so that we could get more action figures of a lot of characters that don't have them, so that we can make our own adventures and just have fun. And maybe because I really would like action figures of all the characters from every show and movie. And yeah. So yeah, I really would like Craig of the Creek to have their own action figures from the series. There we go. Okay. I'm also wanting to say, I hope you all have a good Mother's Day on this beautiful Sunday. And I hope that, I hope you guys have a good Mother's Day with your mothers. And next time will be Pod 9 and 10. If you guys have any other ideas of shows and movies that should have action figures and more action figures of, please let me know in the comment section down below. And I hope that you and your mothers have a good Mother's Day. And I'll see you all next time. Mwah. Goodbye, everyone, and happy Mother's Day to all mothers.